Hey guys, how are you doing? It's uh it's a rainy day here in the Philippines. I don't know if rainy season has already started because here it's usually June. It starts in June and but now it's like rainy season has begun and quite early. So how are all of you doing right now? I see two people. It's my first time to do a live here in YouTube. I did already live in my Facebook page, but in YouTube, I think I tried one time, but the signal was really bad. And since it's raining today, I could go to the garden. I can do anything. And actually, guys, I'm feeling kind of like under the weather this past few days. So haven't really done anything in my garden, and uh, uh, I haven't uploaded any video. So hey guys, how are you doing? Can you say hi? Give me a message, and so I can greet you. Oh, see. Oh, that's Iver Salazar. How are you, Ver? Thank you so much, and thank you for supporting me. I can see that you've been commenting a lot on all my videos, and also to Christian, Glenn, Franny. Where are you guys from? I know a lot of Filipinos here, but just let me know where are you from. Tell me something about yourself, and if you have any questions, do let me know so I can answer some of them. All right, so I'm inside my house because it's actually raining now, and actually earlier today I had an interview with a local channel. Well, it's a national channel actually, and we talk about gardening and all those stuff about being a plantito. So I thought uh, I'll just continue going live. Okay, so I see a stunning drama. Says I like your garden. Thank you so much. And to Gan Chiwi, kumusta? From greetings from Malaysia. I'm not feeling so good right now. Feeling kind of under the weather, but seeing you guys greeting me makes me feel a lot better. Thank you so much. And Christian is from Muntinlupa. Says really like my vertical garden. Thank you so much, Christian. And stunning drama. You have a nice collection of tropical plant. Yeah, because this is my because this is a tropical garden. And oh, yeah. Hi to and to Erwin Peralta. Hi, Lods. Kumusta po kayo? And Kenneth of Volleyball Videos Manila. Hello, Ken. Thank you. Pakita ko yung abs ko. Wala nga eh. Um, I'm not feeling well, man. Uh, from Wang Kusain. Good afternoon, sir. Ask, Pilipino pala to. Ask ko lang if pwede ba sa Fusan ang Birds of Paradise. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, they can. They can tolerate direct sunlight. Birds of paradise. Ayan. Ask me questions, guys. I'll be here for maybe yeah, an hour. And actually, I haven't. I was just testing this because it's my first time to do a live. But I'm really happy that there are 10 people with me today. Life of Lumpia. Hello. Kumusta po? Pinoy din. Ayan. So ngayon umuulan po, parang tag-ulan na eh. I'm not sure. I don't know in your provinces, but here in Palawan it's been raining lately. That's why I also got a little bit sick because of the change in weather. It usually happens to me. So sa mga nag-garden po dyan, ingat-ingat po tayo sa ulan. Alam naman natin na aside from pwede tayo magkasakit, yung mga plants natin is very prone now to root rot. Okay, so especially if you have plants that are very sensitive when it comes to overwatering. So it's time for you to find them cover and maybe put them indoors. No, it's the best time. Better be safe than sorry. Okay, so let me just say hi to some people. Hi to Ma'am John Sarabia. Hi. Salamat, salamat. Can you recognize in my voice that I'm not so feeling I'm not feeling so okay. My favorite plant from Kenneth, I have a lot actually, but I tend to like very common plants as compared to those that are rare. And I just want to take care of them in the best way possible. And I observe that even though I'm taking care of a lot of common plants, I can still see the beauty in them. If you just take care of them, they will still give back to you. You know, yung yung ganda na meron sila kahit common plant lang. So paborito ko yung mga Dieffenbachia, Syngoniums, what else? Calatheas, begonias. Those are particularly my favorite types of plants. Natry mo din ba magnakaw ng plants sa random houses gaya ng tinangka kong pagninenok ng citron? I remember that, Ken, in, let me mention the resort. Since it's just an attempted crime, let me mention it's in Astoria Resort here in Palawan. But actually, no harm done, guys. So Kenneth wasn't successful. But anyway, yeah, maybe I did. I tried, before. And now, because of that, uh, do you believe in karma? No. Yun, na-karma na rin ako. Some people are stealing from my plants now. Ganun lang yun eh. Babalik din sa'yo, di ba? Ayan. So, any questions po about anything that you want to know? By the way, guys, since I haven't done anything this week for my video upload, I will do it next week. Okay, and our topic will be, there's already a topic for that. I think it's about caladium. Yeah, it's about raising giant caladiums. And if you have seen in the past post I had in my Instagram and also sa aking Facebook page, I posted this really huge caladiums, and since I posted that, a lot of people have been messaging me, sending me private messages, and asking me how did I do it. So I'll be sharing some of the secrets in raising giant caladiums in my next video. And then after that, there's another one also coming up, and it's about how to create a multi-sensory garden. Okay, so that's a garden that satisfies all your senses, like your sense of smell, sense of touch, sense of hearing, yung mga ganon. Lahat-lahat in one garden. And it's amazing because it has a lot of benefits, guys. Like it has healing, relaxing, uh, it has sleeping benefits and all that. So yeah, should really watch for that. Okay, hi sa mga taga Muntinlupa, kay Christian, and also to all our followers in Malaysia, followers in Indonesia, India, United States. Actually, guys, the top 5 countries who follows me in this channel includes, of course, number one Philippines, and then number two I think is Indonesia, and then USA, followed by Malaysia and India. Okay, so yun po. Okay, I would like to shout out to Hazel Reyes and congratulations. I watched your video earlier today and it was really, really nice. Go check it out, guys, if you have time. She had like a makeover of her front yard and it's awesome. I like it, especially the artificial grass. Okay, and a question from Gan Chiwi. Could you please share some tips on taking care of calathea? Mine are not looking so happy. What is the best soil medium for them? Many thanks. Okay, so for calathea, I've observed that they need well draining soil and not so well draining like the most of aroids, but they need really rich soil because if you take a look at the origin of the calatheas, they came from the jungle thicket under the canopy of the forest, which has can you hear that? It's really loud. It's well, thunder rumbling. So calatheas, they need rich soil, they need high humidity, and I think the problem with calatheas, why a lot of people are having problem with calatheas, is is it has something to do with humidity, really, because um, a lot of people are having a hard time providing the right amount of humidity, and calathea is a sucker for humid places. So because that's their origin, they live uh, in the forest floor. So if you can provide something like an area where they're not hit by direct sunlight, which has good humidity and has rich soil, I think calatheas will do good. In this place, in my tropical garden, before before this becomes like this very dense and has a lot of plants, I was also problematic with calathea. But after, now that I have, like 1,000 plants, and these plants became so lush now, so I have no problem with calathea right now. And my biggest calathea, have you seen my biggest calathea? It's the Calathea lutea. It's now 16 feet and it's exposed in direct sunlight. Okay, so let's answer. Ruben says, collecting begonias and calatheas for my vertical garden, Pinoy Plantito. I'm doing my fourth vertical garden. You inspired it. Wow, thanks a lot. Wow, a lot of, you even have more, yeah, you even have more vertical gardens than I have. You have four now, turning four. I only have like maybe three vertical gardens, but in each of those three vertical gardens, they have different designs, guys. Christian, Glenn, Franny, how do you keep your ever thirsty ferns hydrated in your vertical garden? Um, well, the fern that I have in my vertical garden is not really is a maidenhair fern, so it's not really like a big sucker for water. I think the ones that are sucker for water are those that needs like the mossy soil and uh, and actually the maidenhair fern can tolerate direct sunlight. You know that, so it's not one of those sucker for water ferns. And fan ka din ba ng crotons or San Francisco, sabi ni Life of Lumpia? I don't have a lot of crotons, but I do have croton Andrew. And that's the only croton that I have. But I like them. It's just that now that my backyard doesn't admit a lot of light, I think that I will be problematic with San Francisco dito sa loob. Kasi nga, alam mo yun, mainit yung gusto ng San Francisco. But I still have some space outside. Maybe I can plant some. Okay, so sabi ni Ver, I have Syngonium albo. There are some brown on its tip. Overwatering ba yun or underwater? I am also using also a soilless medium for my Syngonium. Okay, so could mean a lot of things. It could be burns. It could be yeah, overwatering. It could mean lack of some minerals, and especially you're using soilless. So maybe check that out. Tips on handling pests, mealybugs, spider mites, and aphids. Oh, not really good with that, guys, because I told you. I don't know if you have watched one of my videos. What's the title of that? It's the best gardening tip. I think that's the title of that. And there I shared that I don't use any insecticide. I don't use pesticide or fungicide. So I'm not really an expert when it comes to these things. What I do is my secret really is I created a microclimate, and then I just allow the plants to like have a natural environment as much as possible. I try to imitate their original habitat. Okay, and then I learned about this plant communication, not to me but to the environment. And then I allowed this plant communication channels to just be open, because in communicating, guys, they can communicate to their environment, to other insects, to the enemies of their enemies, and then they can call them for help. For example, if they're being attacked by mealybugs, your plant can call for the aphids to some beetle species to help them. And that's what I did. So I don't do a lot of like inspection and all that, but they're pretty doing well. They're doing amazing, guys. So I can say that by just leaving it like that, sometimes of course the pests would be too much to bear, so that's when they needed my help. But when it comes to like their everyday warfare with enemies, they're just doing it by themselves, guys. But of course, I am not closing my my mind to the idea of applying fertilizers, pesticide, and insecticide. But that's not just the current uh, way things are happening or going in my garden, and I cannot pretend to be an expert when it comes to that, because I'm not. Okay, so when it comes to fertilizer and even soil mix, I don't have a soil mix, guys. So I'm like more on organic gardening. Uh, let me see. Okay, I hope those things answered your questions, and I hope that you learned something from me. Yeah, Kenneth, I remember very well what you did last summer. Okay, guys, tell me what are your favorite plants, and let's share some information. Or tell me if you have any idea what nice video you would like me to do next time. That would also be great. Okay, I would like to say hi to my tita in Germany, Tita Del, and my sister here in Taytay, Palawan. Uh, and all you guys, all especially my top fans on the page and here also in this channel. I hope you're all doing great. And yeah, not so much. Any questions? What for you are the easiest plants to take care of? And what do you guys believe in, like a kryptonite plant? You know, like this could be very common plants that seem to be doing well if handled by other people, but when it comes to you, they tend to be really sensitive and they just keep on dying. Do you believe in that? Because many people consider me to be an expert when it comes to plant because I have more than 1,000 plants. I have maybe less than 5 plants which died under my care over those months. But somehow, when it comes to a particular type of Calathea, which is Calathea uh, white fusion, I think it hates me. Now it's still not dead, but it's like never, never better under my care. Always like that. So that's the problem. And I'm thinking all the Calatheas are getting so big in my backyard, like they're having giant leaves and all, but the Calathea white fusion, it's really not the case for that particular plant. Okay, tips on taking care of Syngonium, sabi ni Ver. Alam mo, Ver, yung Syngonium, sobrang dali lang talaga alagaan. Parang wala nga ako mabigay na tip dun eh. Basta well-draining soil and a good light. Good light. Especially if you want to have yung variegation ng ano ng Syngonium lumabas, expose mo siya sa light. Wag naman yung sobra that masusunog na siya. Kahit na hindi siya hindi um, kahit yung parang medium to even bright light, wag lang yung direct sunlight. Magiging maganda na yung Syngonium mo. I put acacia leaves sa soil ng Syngonium ko and it's doing really, really amazing. And of course, when your Syngonium is ready to crawl, papangit yan pag hindi mo nilagyan ng gagapangan. Okay? Either you cut it and propagate it para ma-maintain mo yung lushness niya, or have a pole where it can crawl so that magpatuloy siyang maganda. Kasi pag na-dry na yung roots niya, halimbawa sa taas na siya, tapos na-dry na yung roots niya, ayun, hindi na siya magiging maganda pag ganon, no? So, yeah, those are some of the things that I can say about Syngonium. What else about Syngonium? If you want lush Syngoniums, it's so easy to propagate them, di ba? Akin kasing ginagawa ko, kinakat ko yung mga nasa top, yung lumalampas na ng pole, tinatanim ko sa palibot ng pot para mas makapal. And then when they start to crawl, like if you have a pole in the middle, and then meron dito sa harap, sa gilid, sa likod, and then when they start to crawl up, you will have leaves all over the pole. Hindi lang siya one-sided. So it's really nice because it looks so lush. Yun yung maganda sa Syngonium. And really fast growers, really. Kaya nga yung mga Syngonium at the beginning, for example, if you have yung mga sobrang in-demand na mahal, like mojito, later mura na rin yan kasi sobrang bilis na mag-propagate. And even the rare types, I observed that even the rare types of Syngoniums, you don't have to fear them. It's so easy to grow them and propagate them. What's your favorite Syngonium, Ver? Ask me about vertical gardening, about ano pa bang gusto nyong mga topic na pag-usapan natin? Tropical plants, designing. I have a lot of video coming up, guys. Mga interesting, yung mga you don't normally see in other channels. I like contents like that. Okay, Gap, I would just like to add something, no. In okay, my alocasia and caladiums have this pest, no, and like spider mites and all that, and those suckers ng mga tubers. What I did was, since I'm not using like any insecticide, like artificial insecticide, I use yung Joy. I have this detergent with, and then I put like I combine it, I mix it with vinegar and cooking oil. Yeah, cooking oil and like 1 tablespoon each in 1.5 liter of water. And then I also put like ground chili. And then I spray it sa stem, sa mga leaves, ganun. And it's amazing. It did some wonders. So namatay yung mga pest na yun, and okay na yung mga caladium or tsaka mga alocasia ko. Without doing that, talagang sinak na nila yung mga juices ng mga dahon. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. So you can try that as well. And aside from the fact that it's not artificial, it's not a pollutant, I observe also that it's very gentle with the plant. So you can just spray it. And also, even with ants, kasi yung caladium ko, ang daming mga langgam. So yun din yung in-spray ko. Okay din. Ang galing nga eh. Patay sila lahat-lahat. Tapos yun, naka-recover na sila. Okay, thank you so much. O sa Syngonium pala, may mga ganun din eh, yung parang nagsasak sila. I don't know what's the name of that. Basta sinasak nila yung juices. Parang aphids yung kanilang pero maliliit lang. Tas mga kulay itim. I'll research on the name of that. And pag pinisa mo sila, maaamoy mo pa yung juices ng plants. So yun, I also spray it with the detergent and the mixture of detergent, vinegar, cooking oil, and chili. And it's amazing. Yep, langgam. Oh, tsaka alam niyo yung langgam, hindi lang yan minsan langgam eh. Kasama na rin dyan yung aphid. Kasi alam niyo yung aphid is the milking cows of the ants. So they bring the aphids, for example, to the caladium, di ba? Dadali nila yung mga aphids nila na yan. Tapos yung mga aphids na yan, suck nila, di ba, yung tubers, no? Para magkuha sila ng juice ng halaman. And then, the ants will get these aphids kasi ito nga yung parang kanilang milking cow. Ito yung taga-suck para sa kanila. and then dadali nila sa colony nila. So, with ants comes other pests as well. So, we should really take care with the problem ng mga ants na yan. So, pag napaalis natin yung ants, most likely, we will have also eliminate our problem with aphids. Okay. Okay. From Bindang LCR, where are you from? Are you from Indonesia or Malaysia? Uh, he's asking if air-conditioned room is good or bad for indoor plants. Okay, so it depends. Some plants can tolerate air condition, and some people are actually saying that some of their syndapsus likes air conditioned plants. Okay, now I don't observe that because I don't have an air condition in my house, but from what I can tell you is that air condition, of course, is not natural for plants because they don't have this in their natural environment. But of course, some and air condition sometimes can suck out moisture. Okay, if we humans can feel that, right, with air condition, we feel like it's sucking out the moisture from our throat. It could also happen to plants as well. So, yeah, just be careful. Some plants, some indoor plants will not will totally be okay with air condition, but some plants also will not. So, just observe if your plant is not being happy with air condition, and you can place it somewhere else, or maybe just remove it and put it in a place that's kind of far from the air condition. By the way, guys, I would like to tell you that bringing in plants indoor is very much against the nature of plants. So when we are bringing plants indoors, we owe it to them to really watch over them and take care of them, because now that their communication channel is closed or is prevented because we have sealed doors and windows, and they cannot communicate to their outdoor environment. Now whatever diseases, whatever pests, whatever limited food that they have inside, they will really, really struggle. So, because plants are not meant to be kept indoors. So that's why, you know, I'm having like a chill time with all my plants outdoors without exerting so much effort, because that's where they're supposed to be. But once I put them indoors, it's gonna be a different game. Okay, so we will struggle a little bit with our plants when we put them indoors. There's a scarcity of light and humidity and all these factors. So yeah, just would like to share that. Bendang, I heard like golden potos, they don't really mind air condition, and some also peace lilies, they don't really mind air condition. But the other plants, I think snake plants also don't mind air condition. But for your other plants, I suggest you just be observant first with how they're doing. Okay, so that's about it for me, guys. I'm spent already uh, 30 minutes with you, and yeah, Bendang. Okay, said she's got photos, fiddle figs indoors. Can you tell me if fiddle fig is doing great with aircon? Um, because fiddle fig is a lot of people are telling me that they're very fussy plants. You know, like they don't want to be moved from place to place. They just want to be like in one corner where they're used to. They don't like AC. Yeah. They need light, bright lights, right? I have only one fiddle fig tree, and it's a small one. It's given to me by a friend, and it's found outside, so I don't really have any problem with that. Where are you from, Bindang? Are you from Indonesia? Yes, Akasha leaves, yeah. Oh, Bindang is from Bhutan. Wow. Now, I thought in Bhutan it's really, really cold, isn't it? It's like located way up there above sea level. So you need air condition there. I thought not. Anyway, I heard that Bhutan is one of the most peaceful places on earth, isn't it? And happiest places to live. So, one country I want to visit next time, hopefully when this pandemic is over, I can visit you, Bendang. Okay? Oh, he's staying in India. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like happy countries because Philippines is, also a happy country. Mm. A lot of things happening, earthquake, storms, typhoons, whatever, tornado, floods, people still laughing like crazy. Crazy people. Yeah. Do you still visit Bhutan? Like still go home every year, given that there's no pandemic like right now? Great, great. Nice. So do you have a garden in India? Do you have like a small pocket garden? Hmm, I see. That's really nice, Bendang. Oh yeah, terrace garden. I love terrace garden. So I'll be renovating my house, guys, and in the next few episodes, probably after this one, um, the renovation in my house started. Then I can share to you some of the changes here, and of course, I'll be putting a lot of indoor plants. So I'm excited for that, and also I'm on a review, so I'm not. I don't have like the luxury of time, but after this review, which will end late November this year, I will have more time with my garden, with my house, and with plants, and with you guys. And I hope to have more videos coming up. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to take much of your time, and I would like to say thank you, everyone, to Mom John, to Kenneth, to let me see, to Bendang, to Gap, to Ver, Life of Lumpia, Tony, Sevilla, hello, and Christian, Glenn, Ruben Francis Vargas, and Gan Chiwi, and Hazel Reyes. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Oh, still people are coming in. Stunning Drama and Erwin Peralta and DBG International. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you can end. Okay, one more. Gibson Salamana from Bohol and Bam Bornales. Where are you from, Bam? Hi. How you guys doing? I was about to say goodbye. Do you have any question? Let me know. Let me know. Uh, so I can answer them. It's really nice to have you here, guys. I'm actually not feeling so well, so I need someone to talk to. And you're here, so you're welcome, Gibson. I lost weight, guys. I've been sick for like more than a week now. Can you can you tell by my voice? Uh, Hello po sa mga taga Bohol, sa mga taga Cebu. Yan, marami tayong mga followers from Mindanao also, from Visayas and from Luzon of the Philippines. My lovely Philippines. From Photos. Hi, please can you tell me how to work on a plot with rocks and what plants to plant there? So, you're thinking about having a rock garden, is that right? Okay, if I will have a rock garden, which I don't, I'll probably have like tall grasses. You know, like I saw some really nice grasses locally found, and I've been thinking if I will have a rock garden, I will put some of those thick grasses because I want to have like a meadow look, you know. And rock gardens, it really depends on the type of rock garden because you can have like a desert like rock garden, and in that case you can plant cactus, you can plant sun loving plants and all that. But there's also a rock garden that will probably use a lot of ferns, you know. This one is a rock garden that is situated in the moist area of the backyard. So that's also a good one. So my tip is that if you're using cactus, don't use you use similar plants that have similar caring requirements. Because, for example, if you put together ferns that needs a lot of watering and then cactus that don't want to be watered too much, then you will have a problem taking care of them together. Okay, so yeah, maybe establish a theme. Is it gonna be like Mexico rock garden, Mexican rock garden, and or it's gonna be something. All right. Hello po from Bulacan. Paano mapalaki ang dahon ng potos? Okay, potos guys, you know when you have your potos climb a pole or a tree, they will eventually become giants. So just provide a good alam niyo meron akong potos tree, 'di ba? Nakita niyo 'yan. I have a potos tree. And I thought that they will become giants. Okay? But the problem is this. I put them in sacks. And then in these sacks, it has very limited soil na nandoon. No? So hindi siya masyadong magkaroon ng maraming ugat because it has limited soil. But I also planted a photo that is direct from the ground sa ano siya sa soil siya nakadirekta, and then started to climb the tree. Now it's a giant. Why? Because it was planted directly from the ground. So yun yung difference nila. Now yung mga nakasabit ko, nag-start na rin silang mag-creep sa trunk ng puno pero medyo mabagal kasi ano limited yung soil nila. Yun pala dapat eh. Dapat mas maganda, malaki yung kanilang lalagyan to begin with kasi hindi siya magiging giant eh. Okay, so that's basically how you do it. You have some, if you planted it in a pot, maybe you have a pole where it can climb. Yung ano guys, yung giant golden pothos, kahit na giant yan, pag halimbang tinanim mo sa maliit na pot, magiging midget golden pothos yan. Kahit na initially ang laki-laki ng dahon niya, eventually magiging maliit siya. Pero pag halimbawang pinrovide mo siya ng malaking lalagyan, magdidire-diretso lang siya sa pagiging giant niya. Especially pag pinaklimb mo sa puno or sa pole. Okay, sabi ni Potos, can you do a video on rock garden with moss and tropical plants, please? It's a suggestion. Yeah, sure. On one of these days, we'll do that. I'm also excited for that. Thinking of doing a rock garden. And then, Gibson says, bakit nagda-damage po ang mga dahon ng philo before pa siya mag-unfurl? Parang nasusunog. Nasusunog po. It happens sa ano ko eh, sa dati, sa melanochrysum, yung hindi siya fully nag-unfurl. And then, that time pala, I'm having problem with humidity. So, nung nilagay ko siya tapos, also that time, it was just given to me, parang bago pa lang din siya. So, parang di pa siya masyadong matagal. So, nag-adjust pa lang yung halaman. And then, meron siyang dahon. So, pag ganun kasi, nag-adjust siya, hindi pa siya masyadong established. And then, at the same time, meron siyang bagong dahon. Expect na natin na yung bagong dahon na yun will not do well. It could probably have burn-looking leaves kung tuluyan man siyang mag-open, or pwede rin ngang hindi na siya tuloy an issue of nutrients, lack of nutrients. So you just research on that, what particular type of nutrients. There's a chart, guys, that tells you by just looking at the plant what kind of nutrient is possibly missing or lacking. So maganda din yun kasi hindi ko naman nakikita yung mga halaman ninyo eh. So I cannot be really like a quack doctor here trying to to make hula-hula kung ano yung sakit ng halaman ninyo. But you are in the best position to make the observation, and then just equip yourself with the proper knowledge so you can make an assessment about your plants and what you can do about it. Yung melanochrysum ko was because of humidity, Gib. But I don't know about in your case. Akin ang dahilan noon was about humidity and about, yun nga, yung bago pa lang siya. So parang may palabas siya na dahon, and then it was transported from Manila to Palawan. So it was shipped. And then at the same time, so kumbaga parang nagkaroon ng change of environment. It was stressed during the transport. And then, so when it finally arrived and it has an unfurling leaves, hindi siya nagtuloy. So parang siya nag-dry up na lang siya. Yun yung nangyari. But the leaf following that it was okay. And dahil nilagay ko na rin siya sa isang lugar na nagustuhan niya, tapos nakapag-adjust na siya, nakapag-adapt na siya sa kanyang bagong environment. So, was all good na. And like what I said, it could be lacking in some minerals also. That could be one of the reasons kung bakit yung mga plants ay merong mga burned edges, meron silang mga parang nasunog, mga ganun. Observe that in Anthurium. Anthurium, konting konting change lang ng atmospheric condition. They really feel it. And they really show it sa kanilang mga dahon. How many times po kayo nagbibigay ng fertilizer naman? I don't use fertilizer, Gib. So, I'm not really an expert when it comes to fertilizing. I don't use fertilizer and I don't use insecticide and pesticide. Okay, so what you see in my garden is just nature working. Okay, so they may there could be some pests there, of course, pero I'm letting the plants deal with it by themselves by increasing their ano. Parang katulad yan ng tao eh. Yung increase mo yung kanilang resistensya. Pero kasi nasa outside environment yung mga halaman ko eh. So they can do that. Once you put your plant inside the house, it's hard for them to fight their enemies. Because as I told you, there's a video I made about plant communication. The plants can call help from their environment. But if you put them inside the house, they cannot call for help. They cannot take care of themselves. So it's you who's gonna take care of your plants because it's our fault we put them inside the house. Okay, so now we have, we owe it to our plants that we help them because we block the communication channel. Very interesting. You really learn a lot. And actually, it changed my perspective about a lot of things. So I would highly recommend you watching that video. It's titled the most. It's like the title of that is most shocking facts about plants, something like that. Okay, so that's about it for me, guys, and I just want to say thank you once again for joining me, and I'm gonna take my med. I'm not feeling so well, but thank you, and yeah, I hope to see you next time. All right, bye.